Nelson County's sheriff will remain in office for now, despite facing felony charges. Sheriff Ramon Pinaroa and his chief deputy were indicted earlier this week, accused of abuse of the public trust, official misconduct, and theft by deception. WHAS11's Clarice Shaley looks at what it would take for them to be removed.
He's been a very important member of what we've done for quite a few years.
Kentucky Sheriff's Association's Executive Director Jerry Wagner reacting to the news of Nelson County Sheriff Ramon Pinaroa's felony indictments. Pinaroa, who is also the president of the board of the Sheriff's Association, is facing charges of abuse of public trust, theft by deception, official misconduct, to name a few. Nelson County Chief Deputy Brandon Bryan faces similar charges along with forgery. Both were served criminal summons.
I know that there are some difference of opinions with some people in his office.
It stems from a whistleblower case. A lawsuit filed in early February against Pinaroa alleges Bryan illegally sold cars seized from investigations, and the employees say they faced retaliation by the sheriff after reporting this.
And I just hope that any of the news that's coming out about Nelson County and Bardstown does not reflect badly on either them or the department or the court system.
Terry Gohagan is now retired. He served as Nelson County's Commonwealth Attorney for 31 years.
And they've all been very honest and very capable and done a good job.
There have been a lot of questions on when and if Sheriff Pinaroa and Chief Deputy Bryan will be arrested, and with the criminal summons, that does change some things.
Just means that someone is summoned to come to court instead of arrested and come to court. Most of the time, if it's someone who's in a public office and they've been there a while, a summons would be issued instead of an arrest warrant.
Gohagan says criminal summons are also issued when they're served nonviolent charges.
If he's not convicted or it's in a plea deal, that he would leave that post. But other than that, yes, I think the law doesn't remove him.
For the moment, Sheriff Pinaroa remains the top law enforcement official in Nelson County. In Bardstown, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
According to state law, the Kentucky legislature could force Pinaroa's resignation. The governor would have to prove the sheriff is unfit to serve. Police are investigating. In another story here this morning, police are investigating after an Oldham County teenager was found dead in Taylor County, about 2 hours south of Oldham. According to the county coroner, 17-year-old Nathan Hammond was found dead last Friday outside a burned vehicle on Gaddis Ridge Road. Police have not shared any further details surrounding his death, and no arrests have been made. An LMPD officer is recovering after a driver in a stolen truck crashed into him. It happened just before 2 yesterday in the Park Hill neighborhood at Hill Street and McCloskey Avenue. Police say the driver was was on duty in an unmarked car when a driver in a stolen truck ran a red light and crashed into him. The officer was seriously injured and the truck driver was hurt as well. Police say those injuries are non-life-threatening. Both were taken to the hospital. Charges for the driver of the truck are pending. We're working to learn more information about that. The annual effort to level out Louisville's streets is once again underway. This year's Pothole Blitz follows quite the winter season. According to city leaders, we do have more potholes this year because of all the snow, rain, and plowing. So far, the city's public works team says it's filled several hundred of them. The mayor says you can expect dozens of workers across the city, ensuring you can drive without causing damage to your car.
Right now, we have a total of 7 5-person teams spread out across our city that are working on filling potholes. That means every day there are 35 people out on the streets of Louisville working to fill these potholes every day, weather permitting.
To report a pothole, call 311 or fill out a form online by heading to louisvilleky.gov. A Kentucky measure that would have halted the sale of hemp-based beverages is getting changed and moving forward. The Senate will vote on SB 202 today. It was filed last month by Senator Julie Rocky Adams. It included a moratorium on hemp-based beverages until July of 2026, citing concerns over inaccurate THC labeling. The bill passed out of committee, but not without concerns raised by fellow lawmakers and local business owners. Cornbread Hemp, a producer of a wide variety of organic hemp products in Kentucky, planned to launch its own line of hemp-based beverages.
Cornbread Hemp has been planning a beverage launch for April of this year, and all of a sudden we've been told that that might suddenly become illegal. And we've invested over $1 million in a beverage launch that's coming around the corner, and we need clarity from our government that our legal product will be legal in Kentucky.
Senator Rocky Adams has promised to propose a floor amendment removing the sale moratorium. It would need to be approved by the rest of the chamber before the bill moves forward. Simmons College of Kentucky is expanding. Today, the college and the Archdiocese of Louisville will announce a partnership gifting a West Louisville church property to Simmons. The Christ the King parish on 44th Street will now be used for educational purposes. We'll learn more about the future of the property and how the college will use it as it expands its presence in Louisville today at 10.